Good morning everybody and welcome to a game between TRN.ROX and Stark.gg for the Dota Pit League Season 4. This video was recorded on the 29th of January and we're just casting a game today. Yup, that's it. Also, at this point I actually got the feedback for the casting with the webcam and people seem to really like it. I don't really mind it, it kind of keeps me more awake, if that makes any sense at all, but it does. I know it's weird, but it does. So we're just gonna be casting with webcam from now on, right? Unless like there ends up being an overwhelming majority into the other direction, and I don't mind it, right? I actually think this is a little easier for me as well. So yeah, anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and take a look at this game. This game looks pretty interesting. It's a bit longer than what I usually do. Usually I go for like 30 to 45 minute games at most. This one is a little bit longer than that, so feel free to get yourself some snacks really quick. Seems like a good time to do that. But yeah, anyhow. It seems like an interesting game though. We have the Oracle and Earth Spirit already coming out from TRN.ROX, and that's really interesting. I don't know, I always think it's cool that when a hero gets released into Captain's Mode that he actually gets picked up, right? And Oracle and Earth Spirit both only got released into Captain's Mode to 6.86 and they immediately turn into like first pick, first ban material, and I think that's really, really cool. Invoker and Gyrocopter for Stark. Nothing too crazy there. Invoker is just really good. Gyrocopter is just really good. I don't know. Gyrocopter has been in the game, like has been kind of like a strong hero in all of the recent patches, like for a long time now. He's just kind of a staple of Dota at this point. Interesting hero. Definitely interesting hero. I like Gyrocopter a lot, but we'll see how this goes down. As per bans, we have the Lone Druid and the Io, as well as the Death Prophet and the Chen. Nothing too crazy. Enchantress, not Beastmaster, Sven, and Broodmother. And now the last ban from TRN.ROX. I always think it's incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to predict the ban. Right, because you're not really sure what exactly TRN.ROX is going for in terms of strategy. Earth Spirit Oracle doesn't really tell us anything. Seems kind of defensive, but doesn't need to be. Like, both Oracle and Earth Spirit can be aggressive heroes as well, right? So, we have no idea, honestly. OD coming out for Tornado. I love OD. I love seeing OD. I think this hero is very good. We'll see how he gets played. I'm always happy to see an OD just because I want to see how people build him. Vengeful Spirit is going to be the last man for TRN.ROX. The Bane coming out. Nothing crazy there, right? So far, Stark is just going for very conventional, very strong heroes. These have all been, like, tried and tested and been proven to be good, right? Nothing surprising there. Based on the Bane, I would expect the Invoker to go for Quasic Sword, because, you know, like, Quas Vex doesn't really work super well with the Fiend's Grip and the Sleep. So, probably Quasic Sword, but that's really the most we can tell right now. It doesn't necessarily have to be that either. Right, we have the next next pick coming out from TRN.ROX. They already have their supports covered, unless that's an offlane Oracle, but I don't really think that's a thing. So we'll probably see some cores, right? The Juggernaut coming out. I like that pick a lot. Juggernaut does really well against Gyrocopter. Juggernaut also does really well against Invoker and Bane, although this again leads me to believe that Invoker is going to play a Quasic Sword Invoker because that's the more physical Invoker build, right? Like more right-click damage, and Juggernaut, of course, having the spin disables the magic, so you don't necessarily want to, you know, mess with that. You'll just go ahead and let's screw that. Let's just go ahead and get, you know, let's go ahead and get the physical damage output started. Could even go Vexic Sword, but I don't think anyone actually plays that. It's not very good. You should play, well, Quasic Sword or Quas Vex, like if you're playing Invoker, but anyhow. Shadow Shaman picked up from Stark. Just another really long disable support. This is interesting. I think the Shadow Shaman and the Bane are interesting because they're honestly kind of the same hero, right? If you think about it. Okay, think about this for a second. Alright? Disregard this. Disregard Enfeeble. Nuke. Kind of long disable that you just throw out. Long disable that you just throw out. Long disable that needs to be channeled. Long disable that needs to be channeled. Right? However, Bane overall faster. You know, deals more damage, has longer I don't know, has a longer range on the spells, right? Where Shadow Shaman also has this right here, which is a nice team fighting, nice pushing ability. But overall, they're kind of very similar, and they kind of lead me into, I don't know, I don't like that, right? I feel like you should cover your bases more. Like, don't just go for a gimmick, go for like something that allows you to do multiple things. For example, like instead of picking up the Shadow Shaman, a Lion right here, who also has long disables and also good support, might have been a little bit more reliable, because a Lion can just throw out all of his shit, right? He's much more bursty, he's much faster than a Shadow Shaman, and having two slow supports is always a bit tricky. But oh well, we'll see how that works out. The Sand King coming out as the last pick, as well as the Tusk. So, Tornado.ROX, again, they had their 2 supports already covered, so that's gonna be an offlane Tusk, I assume. Could also still be the offlane Oracle, I don't know, I have a dream there, but let's be honest, that's an offlane Tusk. A Sand King from Stark. Invoker mid, Gyro safe lane, Sand King probably offlane jungle, right, something like that. Nothing too surprising there. Although, I gotta admit, the Sand King is a little surprising. You don't see much Sand King these days, but I like Sand King. I think Sand King is pretty damn powerful, so I don't really see a problem with it. Anyway, let's go and get into this, shall we?
Better get ready.
So, we're gonna see Trixie on the Sand King. We've got Boogie on the Shadow Shaman. ML Whisper, let's just call him Whisper, on the Gyrocopter. Nymphy playing the Invoker, and Varnix on the Bane. On the other side, we have got Yol playing the Earth Spirit, Ghostic on the Tusk, Sedoy on the Juggernaut, ROX, wait no, BCC 633, yeah, I think this is BCC, I'm fairly certain, on the Outward Devourer, and RCQQ on the Oracle. Currently kind of, you know, going into the bottom lane. Do they have a smoke? They actually don't seem to have a smoke, so I'm not quite sure what this is about. You're not gonna be able to do much without a smoke, so they'll just play it safe. The Earth Spirit already coming in and putting down the Void. Is it pinked out? I think Boogie may have seen this. But yeah, somebody's pinging. That's blue. Yeah, that's Boogie. Boogie definitely knows something is up. Well, he is pinging something. He doesn't want to leave right now, though. Like, he's scared. He doesn't want to die. They don't, of course, if we go and take a quick look, right? No, only now do they see, okay, they are, and now Boogie can be safe and move forward, right? And I think he's probably just gonna get rid of this. No, he pinged it out. That's interesting. Like, he knew something was up, but... Oh, well. This is also really odd. Tornado.ROX getting both bounties. And actually, look at that. Ghostic finds the Tusk. Not necessarily a great find, though, because... Ghostic finds the Shadow Shaman. He's gonna be shackled up, and there we go. The Rocket Barrage, the Sunstrike, and that's gonna be the first blood. Whisper on the Gyrocopter takes takes the first blood, and well, that was greedy from the Tusk, honestly. Like, there was no way he actually gets that kill unless there's absolutely no support incoming. And come on, what are the chances? OD finds himself a Bane. He's gonna be trapped up, but they don't time the Earth Spirit properly. I don't think they're gonna be able to do this. No, Bane gets out, and that's gonna be the end of that encounter. That's a bit unfortunate. They could definitely have done that if the Earth Spirit had just been a little bit more patient, but, you know, in the end, timing that is kind of tough, right? Kind of hard, but at the same time, right, like, I kind of accept things like, okay, you know what, it's hard to do, right, I get it. However, if you want to win at this skill level, you have to be able to do that, right? Like, that's just expected of you. Oh, look at that. You're running into Varnix. They're just duking it out a little. However, the Sand King is coming in as well, and Earth Spirit sees this coming, so he will just retreat. Not much of a point to staying around. Of course, the mid lane, Invoker versus OD. I would actually give the edge to Invoker early on, but later on, OD starts taking off. OD is really a slow mid laner. Honestly, level 1 through 5, he just doesn't do much, right? He's just not that strong. You need this guy to get a little bit of... you know, a little bit of experience before he really becomes a big threat. But right now, he's just kind of going in. They might be able to go in with this one. This time, they connect with everything, but the invisibility is going to keep Nymphy safe. OD, not able to prevent that. Of course, they have no dust. They have no sentries, and Nymphy is going to end up being fine. So slightly unfortunate right there. One was pretty close, actually. Really close. And nice invocation, of course, from the Invoker. Just making sure that he's going to be fine. You know, I don't mind that. I like what he's got going on here, right? Like, he already has the Ghost Walk ready. Also, alacrity, of course. But it's just kind of saying, alright, you know what? You know what? This is gonna be okay. Because I am just gonna sit here, and I'm just gonna cast alacrity and beat people up. And if they jump me, I'll just go invisible. I don't even need to use an invocation for that. I don't even need to mess up what I currently have. So, sure, why not? Although, one thing I would kind of like is if we swap these two around. I think he might actually. No, it's just got blue balls right now. But, I don't know, it's just kind of, you know, like, get that alacrity as in the first thought, because that's kind of the spell you're more likely to want to keep. And actually lose somebody to a neutral creep. I think he just wanted to go back. Yes, okay. That doesn't seem like something that would actually happen. You know, I don't think people at this skill level randomly die to neutral creeps. Now, that's generally just a way of getting back to the base quicker. right? It's just like, okay, I got everything I came for. I'll just die and then, you know, instead of walking back, I'll resurrect and be at full HP and all of that, which is just faster. It makes the score a little worse, which is why you see less of it in pubs, but at a pro level, who gives a shit about the score, right? And Stark is actually being super aggressive. They're looking to take this tower at 5 minutes, likely. Seems like it, maybe 4, right? Maybe they're going to be even a bit faster than that, but Tusk doesn't have much in terms of defense. He's trying to spam him down, and of course Tusk, being a decent hero for that, can kind of keep him away for a little while, but not long enough to truly prevent this from happening. So it seems that Stark is really looking for that early gold boost again, right? They are just saying, okay, you know what, we want this early bit of money, just so we can, you know, be more aggressive around the map. And that's really what it allows you to do, right? That's the upside of taking a tower this early. It's not so much about the money on the carries, it's more about the money on the supports, right? A tower kill this early is like 3 more smokes or like 2 more sentries and stuff like that really matters, right? That comes into play. If you take a vision away from them, right? If you smoke up, then you can maybe get a kill or 2 more, and all of a sudden you're snowballing ahead. And that's kind of that's just what Dota is as a game, right? It's a game of snowballing. Once you become the team in the lead, right? Once you are ahead, your goal is to become a header. I think I screwed that up, but whatever. Anyway. Trixie not having a great time up here, though. Yeah, the poor old Sand King. I mean, he's doing okay. He's level 4, but there's just not that much a Sand King can do. You know, like, he just can kind of run into the lane and pray that something happens, but... I wouldn't even blame him if he just gets more Sandstorm and starts jungling a bunch, right? Seems like that's the plan. But... that's just not gonna work out too well for him if, you know, if it kind of continues this way. And a problem he's also facing is that actually can't really do much against Juggernaut at all, right? It's just like Juggernaut just spins and then there goes down. But yeah, here we go. He's just gonna start working on this. He does, of course, have his passive, which I think is a really good choice here. And it starts exploding on people. He's got that going on. He's dropping really low. Ooh, Trixie, please. Do not die to this. That would be embarrassing. Please don't die to this. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, he's gonna get Valix in here just to tank it up for him. I mean, that seems like a good choice, but... man, I was kind of close right there. Ah, whatever. You know, as long as he's still alive, he's still alive. And yes, it's gonna be an Exhort Invoker. Again, I like that a lot. I think that's definitely the right choice. Wait, Trixie... can you stop dying to creeps all the time? I mean, I get it. You just want to go back to the base, but it looks really silly. That's my only complaint here. It looks really, really silly. By the way, actually, ODs seem to be skilling this way. You get more Arcane Orb instead of Essence Aura, right? You max out the Arcane Orb over the Essence Aura. I guess it maximizes your damage? I guess okay, so if I had to... look. I suppose the idea there is you just hit him, right, and then you get intelligence, and that gives you the mana pool you need anyway. That does make sense. That does make sense. Right, I can see it. Okay, we gotta try that. Right, I haven't played OD like that. I usually just max out the Essence Aura, but I gotta give that a shot. I definitely will too. I mean, that seems interesting. But anyway. Look at Trixie. Poor old Trixie is just up here, is trying to farm up so hard. Actually, the Oracle snipes away the creeps. He's gonna get jumped, and actually he's taking a lot of damage. Wow. The pure damage from both the Bane and the Invoker. Enough to snipe him down right there. And this is one of the big advantages of Invoker this game. Exhort Invoker specifically, right? You have a lot of long disable. Right? The Shackles, 3.5 seconds. You have the Bane with the Sleep, 5 seconds, right? Even the Sand King to an extent. The Stun? That's a pretty long stun. That's 2.17 seconds. I mean, that's long enough for a Sunstrike to connect. Sunstrike takes 1.7 seconds. And Sunstrike, keep in mind, Sunstrike deals a lot of damage. Sunstrike hurts. That's like 500 pure damage at max. That is very significant. And... as a result, of course, the Invoker is going to be able to connect with more of those, and that just leads into like a really nice situation for their team. And, you know, like, that's just kind of the reason why I said that I really like the Exhort Invoker this game. Like, it's one of the many reasons here, like physical damage also being very valuable. I think the Cold Snap on top of the Forge Spirits could be good, but you see that right there? That is exactly what I'm talking about. It's just such a nice, quick setup, right? And gets you kills, and again, you want every little bit you can get just because it helps your team get ahead and continue to be ahead. And that's all you're looking for, right? You're currently 4 kills in the lead. Not a big lead, but you know what? Every huge lead started as a small one. Juggernaut going in with the spin. Oh, Trixie. Yeah, buddy, you're not making it out of that one. He thought he maybe had an opportunity there, or maybe he thought he was dead. I don't know, but he turned around and then he paid the price for it. Let's be honest, he was probably dead anyway, but looked a bit silly. Oh well. Or they're gonna sell the Fairy Fire going to the mid lane. In the meantime, we got Earth Spirit taking a lot of damage. He will get burst down. Now we have BCZ back in the fight. The cooldown as well coming out from the Gyrocopter. However, that's mostly just to keep them away. BCZ still wants to run in, but he's just scared. Those Forge Spirits are kind of a problem. Now, this is one of the big advantages that TRN.ROX do have over stock, right? They do have the OD who can just Arcane Orb the Forge Spirits and insta-kill them, which kind of sucks a lot. Actually, we got the snowball coming in on Whisper. He's taking a lot of damage up into the air. He goes. Sedoy running in, takes him down with the spin. Nice pick-off right there. Very valuable. Very valuable. But anyway, so I'm just saying, right, like one of the big advantages the OD has over the Invoker this match is he can just click the Arcane Orb on the Forge Spirits, and they will take not only the Arcane Orb damage and the attack damage, but also the 400 bonus damage that all summons and illusions take from OD. And that's just nasty, right? That's just a problem. And there's not really a good way around it. I mean, as an Exort Invoker, you still have to play Forge Spirits. And it's not too big of a deal. It's annoying, don't get me wrong, but you know, you can't just keep the Forge Spirits away, right? Like, OD doesn't have that much range, and 2 hits from an OD. Look, let's say this. Let's say it like this, right? If the OD uses 2 hits to get rid of the Forge Spirits, then you might just be okay with that, because holy shit, OD hurts. I don't want to get hit twice, right? Like, if OD just hits you twice instead, you may already have a bigger problem than not having Forge Spirits. So, I don't know. It's kind of a tricky situation. Nemphy, by the way, picking up a Hand of Midas. Always a big fan of Hand of Midas on Invoker. Always a big fan, especially if you think the game is going to take a little while. It seems to be that this game is a bit of a slower match. And oh, we got an... Oh, nice! The dodge, the big dodge. Sunstrike into it? Nope, not going to be able to do it. However, the core's not coming out. BCC taking a lot of damage. He will be taken down by one last attack from Nemphy. Invoker takes it. But that was still a nice trap, keeping himself safe from both the Sand King and the Gyrocopter ultimate. Now, in the end, it didn't really matter, but if he had any support incoming, then maybe there was a chance. Sadly, not going to be enough. In the meantime, the top push coming out, we have Bogey dropping the wards, and that's a lot of damage, right? You can't really fight into these, and as you can tell, they won't. They're just going to give up the tower, leave it be, use the time to get Sedoy a little bit more money, and it seems to be... seems like the Juggernaut is going for Battle Fury here. This is really weird to me. Okay, so this is interesting. It seems to me like both teams have agreed that this game is going to go into the late game, right? The Juggernaut not going for much in terms of the stats department, just picking up a magic one on the Aquila, right? Going for Battle Fury over something like just straight up jumps into Saint Yasha. That kind of tells me that the Juggernaut is ready to farm up a lot. Now, we also have the other side. We have the Hand of Midas on the Invoker, right? We have the Helm of the Dominator right away on the Gyrocopter. Again, no jumps on anyone, right? No slow items on any hero in particular. Oh, actually, oh wow, yo, taking quite a bit of damage right there. He might actually be dead. Come on, Sunstrike, one last hit from the Forge Spirits. No. Okay, he's definitely in Sunstrike range. He's trying very hard to dodge that. In the meantime, we got a bit of a fight going on. The Task already taking down the Bane. He's now looking for Trixie. He wants to maybe get a little bit more. The Eye Shots are going to be back online in a second. They connect. Trixie is caught out. Sedoy wants the ultimate. We have the freeze, the lockdown. No, no, no. Trixie turns it around. He uses the spin. The spin? Alright. Seems Sedoy uses the spin. And tries to get himself out of there. Now we got Whisper coming in. Boogie traps up the Juggernaut. He's gonna be caught by the Oracle heal though, and Sedoi is still fine. He activates his ultimate, jumps on some creeps however, and he will be taken down in the end. Sadly, he put the healing ward out of the fight, and it's not going to be there to heal him up during the Oracle ultimate. But Ghostic also going to be picked off by Trixie, and a nice turnaround. A 3-for-1. Somehow Stark manages to come out of this one ahead, and they get quite a bit. They get quite a bit. Holy hell, I actually did not see that coming at all. That's interesting. Alright, I guess. But, yeah. That right there was the lack of micromanagement. Seriously, that was kind of a problem. The healing ward should have been next to the Juggernaut while he had the Oracle ultimate on him. The problem with not having the healing ward around at all is, even if the healing ward dies, it still has a lingering effect. Right, so you still heal at least a little bit. What you did now is you just got no value out of it. Really, in a scenario like that, you should pay attention to your healing ward. And look, there are some heroes in the game that just require micromanagement, right? You gotta be able to micromanage just a little. Dota does not require a lot of micromanagement, right? It's really more of a macro-management game. Which, in case you aren't familiar with the terms, but micromanagement is, you know, like controlling each unit individually, right? All the units you have, and making sure that you have like you make sure that every unit in your army maximizes their potential. While macromanagement is much more about the broader picture, right? It's more about, okay, what do we have in terms of items? What do we have in terms of money, right? How is our economy? That kind of stuff. Now, Dota, of course, has a lot of micromanagement elements, right? Playing an individual hero does require micromanagement to a certain extent, but it's not really that difficult to do, right? But sometimes you gotta have a little bit more than that. And I think Juggernaut is one of those heroes where really you gotta have some additional micromanagement. You gotta be able to play the ward properly. The ward is very powerful. It's one of the best healing spells in the game, if it doesn't die, of course. And actually, I'm gonna find BCC, gets stunned up. He's just dead. He's just dead. Burst down immediately. Sunstrike Boogie once more. The Shackles are gonna be ready in a second. Sanking. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he is dead. There's no way he gets out of this one. He's just gonna be picked off. The Fiend script even wasted on him. And, well, they get 2 kills. 2 kind of valuable kills too, and they're just gonna go into the mid now. Just gonna go into the mid now. Tower taking a lot of damage. It's very likely to fall, actually. And Boogie jumping in again! The double disable coming out. The Snowball, however, is gonna keep Ghostic safe. Royal bursts down anyway. Tusk is gonna try to maybe get out of this one. Doesn't seem to work though. Wait, what? Actually, no. No way. No fucking way. Not gonna happen. And, well, Trixie is now dominating. However, he's taking a lot of damage. BCC is gonna take that kill. And that should be the end of that fight. Yeah, a bit of an overextension coming out right there. But yeah, as you can see, OD just one-shots those. Just how it is. Just how it is, man. There's no real way around it. OD, by the way, picking up or going for the... What's it called? Rod of Athos, right? Nobody ever buys that item. I don't even know what it's called, man. No, Rod of Athos on the OD. I don't mind it. I think Athos is a really good item. An item I also love on OD, by the way, is Drums. And seeing as nobody else on their team really has any, I feel like would be a good pickup, especially with all of this early fighting. But I can see why you wouldn't want that, right? Just make sure you have the Rod of Athos. Shadow Shaman just gonna teleport to the top. Saps those down really, really quickly. And I like how Boogie's playing. He's very aggressive. It just keeps going in on everybody. This Shadow Shaman is not afraid. Right, this Shadow Shaman is just like, alright, you wanna fight? Let's go, let's do this. And it's like, okay. We get it, man, we get it. You fight, right? Now actually, look at this, we got a smoke at the bottom. Oh, Ghostic finds Valix. Oh, he's taking so much damage already. Burst down immediately. Cooldown used as a defensive option from the Gyrocopter, but Nymphy might be caught out. Do they have a stun? Come on, stun him, stun him, stun him. Didn't stun him. I'm sorry, in a situation like that, you just got a boulder smash in there. Oh well, seems to be the end of that. And, this time he actually connects with it. That seems to be the end of it. Actually, wait. What did you not one-shot that? You one-shot them earlier. Are they at the higher level now? Yeah, they have 800 HP now. Okay. They're at a higher level now. Makes sense, makes sense. They can actually get up to 1000 HP, so they can actually, like, tank 2 hits from the OD at one point. Right, oh, actually right now, I suppose, already. But, right. I'm not really sure if the OD is even going to go for them. And then there's also AoE flying around, so if the OD is going to go for him, he probably just needs to hit each one once. So it should be fine. But it's still noteworthy that they can actually take an attack now, which is kind of a big deal. Okay, we have the wards coming out, just making sure that they know if they should go for, or if they wait to go for Roshan. The Battle Fury is now incoming on the Juggernaut. He doesn't really have much yet outside of that, but having the Battle Fury is kind of a big deal. That's the Battle Fury, right? Yes. Having the Battle Fury is kind of a big deal. First of all, it actually gives him a little bit of damage now, which is neat. So as you can see, the Juggernaut does hurt quite a bit at this point. But it also really speeds up his farming by a lot, right? It's a big deal. And a Juggernaut is a scary late game hero. I really respect that hero towards the later stages. Look at Trixie though. What do they know? Oh no, the Sigil! It didn't spot him out yet. It did not spot him out yet. They have no idea he is here. What does Trixie know? He sees the Juggernaut and he's pinging him. He sees the OD. Oh god, this might actually work. He's gonna cast out, and he jumps in! Oh no, he only gets one, the Sunstrike, but that's the wrong target! It misses everything. The cooldown on your Earthspirit will be popped. Now it's just the OD. He gets healed up, but burst down anyway. It's not going to be enough. Juggernaut on the run. He is still trying to get away by the from this, but Trixie stuns him up and takes him down. The sleep on our CQ. It's not enough. It's not enough. That's a 4 for 1 exchange. Boogie, the only one to fall for Stark. And that's a Roshan. That is definitely a Roshan. He's already halfway dead, but they take the 4 kills, and that's a big fight. That was a really, really big fight. Now, not the most optimal initiation from Trixie, right? But the reason why this initiation worked anyway, is just pure surprise, right? It's just a matter of surprise. They did not see that coming. They did not know the Sand King was there. They did not expect it at all. Right? And you could really feel the panic as well. Not only that, but it wasn't a good spot to fight it. Like, it just didn't really work out for them. So Tornado.ROX, even though the initiation didn't work out the right way for Stark, they still fall apart under the pressure anyway. So really nice play from Trixie there. Very risky. Right? At some point, the Ice Sigil almost spotted out the Sand King. But it was not quite enough. Not quite enough to see him. And so Trixie just runs him over. Who, by the way, he picked up his Ephonance. We saw the Blink Dagger already, of course. I wouldn't be too surprised to see an Aghanims or a BKB coming out pretty soon. So Trixie's looking nice and powerful. We also have the Blink Dagger, of course, on Boogie. We saw that a little while ago. The Bane being the warding bitch. Doesn't really have much. Gyrocopter now with an Aegis, Ancient Yasha, and Helm of the Dominator. Imoka, of course, sitting on quite a bit of money here. But he has a Sand of Midas, Treads, Drums. I actually think the Treads on Imoka are kind of odd. Usually you see face boots, but I don't really mind Treads. I think they're good. Right? It's just weird. Just usually you see face boots, but sure, why not? But anyway. Necrobook. It's going to end up being a Necrobook. Alright, that's interesting. On the other side, the Oracle, working on his mecha, is very slowly getting there. OD has the Rod of Atos finally. Let's be honest, his farm hasn't been too amazing. He's really in kind of like a lower tier. Right? As opposed to the really strong heroes. And, oh my god! Sedoi, snippety sniped by Trixie and Nymphy. Juggernaut taken down right there. He's working on his Ancient Yasha, of course. Poor little guy hasn't had much of an opportunity to farm either. And Tusk. He's hoping to get a Blink Dagger eventually, but that's about all he can do right now. Hope. You know, hope and pray.
Radiant's top towers and bad shit.
The siege is starting. They do have their summons ready. They throw out the Serpent Ward already, so they're going in aggressive here. And Whisper is dropping. He's dropping pretty low. They have a lot of long-range bursts for this. Trixie jumps in on Yord, and no, the trap! The trap BCC keeps him safe, and now the Earthspirit actually goes in. He gets a triple silence! He gets a big ultimate! They all take so much damage! The Tornado's trying to get them out of there, but Whisper's caught yet again by the Tusk. He gets taken down. Trixie has to TP out, Nymphy has to TP out, but the gem is on the ground. Yord making the big plays happen right there. They kill 4. I guess, technically speaking, 3, but no, come on. Killed the Gyrocopter twice, that's 4. And Tornado.ROX, they are happy with that fight. That's a big swing. Look at that. That's 3,500 gold. All of a sudden, this game is not looking that out of hand anymore. That's a big swing back into Tornado.ROX's favor. I'm sure they're very happy about that. Come on, update. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna update in a little bit, but then you'll be able to see that. This matters a lot, and the important thing about this is really it gives like Tornado.ROX a chance to catch up. They'll be fine in the late game. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think these teams are even in the late game, right? It really comes down to who fights better. But Tornado.ROX is fine in the late game. They are okay with taking this late, right? So having just an opportunity to continue farming, that sounds great. You know what? Actually, I would give the edge to Tornado.ROX, but just a little. Right? I feel like both teams very much stand a chance in the late. It's not like one side just overwhelms the other. No, not at all. But I still would give a slight edge to Tornado.ROX, just because they do have Juggernaut, who in my opinion beats a Gyrocopter, right? And they do have OD, who beats an Invoker. It's, again, not by much, but just a little bit, and that may be enough. Yeah, Nemphy now has the Necrobook level 3, however. That's odd that he would still go for this much in terms of summons. Right, yes, of course, the OD doesn't necessarily want to attack Necrobooks. But once he has BKB, he doesn't care anymore. When you just activate the BKB, you hit the Necrobooks, who cares? Right, you just kill him really quick, you get nice money out of that, they are 200 gold each. And now you kind of keep your team safe. They're gonna take the bottom tower. I really would like if the Juggernaut already TP'd back. Got a TP in actually from Alex. Fiend Script, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so it's not gonna be quite enough. He tries to TP out, but they get him! Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, Valix. Man, that sucks. He doesn't quite get the Juggernaut. And Sedoi, while panicked, will be fine. Gonna go back into the jungle. I'm sure he's startled after that one. He's just like, no, stop touching me. Bane is weird. Have you seen Bane? Look at this guy. He's got like shit dripping out of him. Like, the fuck is wrong with this? I don't like Bane. It's disgusting. Disgusting, I tell you. Okay, we have the Mecha on the Oracle now. Poor Spirit. He's so poor. I'm sure he would wish he had an Aghanims, but that's gonna take him a little while. Aghanims Blink Dagger is the dream for him, of course, but oh god. Poor Yol. He's just not having a great game. By the way, talking about Aghanims, Boogie now working on his. And he actually finds Ghostic, the Sunstrike, the Burst Strike, and after a lot of striking, they strike him down. Shadow Shaman takes the kill and well, actually doesn't take the kill, but gets the kill. And Tusk is gonna be dead for 40 seconds. No buyback available, of course, and everybody is here. They can go. They should go. They can totally go in right now. And yeah, yes, they put down the Serpent Wards. They throw out the Necrobook. They have everything good. Alacrity is cast. And Sedoi already forced to be protected. Oh god, oh that hurts. I mean, that's 200 gold, but that's still nasty. Okay. Well, they clear out the summons at least. Lose a barracks, but they clear out the summons now. This, by the way, was a lot better for Tornado.ROX than it looks. Because they got a lot of money out of that. Like, those Serpent Wards, they're like 30 gold each. That's like, actually more like 35, right? So you get 10 of them. I mean, it's like 350 gold right there. 2 Necrobooks, that's 400. Right, the 2 Forge Spirits, I think they're 60 gold each, something like that. Another 120. I mean, that's like 800 gold right there. Yeah, you lost the barracks, but honestly, that could be worse. Right, like, that's actually a lot of money in their bank. So I'm sure they'll take that. And of course, there was like no way they actually get to protect their barracks. Not with the Tusk dead. Like, they needed everybody to fight. Oh my god, they find Whisper! The BKB is used and a protection coming out. We got the Tusk. Blinks in. Sedoi also caught on the wrong side of those cliffs. And actually, Whisper is still alive. The BKB is keeping him going. Yol jumps in. He gets trapped by the BCC. Kind of trying to keep him safe for a little while. But Gyrocopter will eventually be picked off. No, Zwanek's trying to keep himself in this fight. Also Trixie coming in with the big ultimate, but it doesn't really deal that much damage so far. OD manages to get another kill. Boogie is gonna be next in line. It's just Ghosty going for him, but that should still be enough. The Shaka's gonna try to keep him out of it, but it's not... actually, no. Boogie. Ah, come on, Boogie. Snowball. Boogie's dead. Okay. That's a team wipe. That is a team wipe. Wow. TRN.ROX coming back into this big time. That's a huge swing. And even though Stark, they're like slowly climbing up, it's always like, you can always see there's a bit of a dip there. There's like a bit of a panic moment, right? And this is a big dip. This is going straight back down. Man. I like that they are fighting. TRN.ROX fighting. I don't know why I'm all about the soccer stuff right now. I don't know, man. But we got the BKB on our Odin. You saw it in that fight too, right? Like, now with the BKB, he can actually just kill those summons. Right? Like, the Necrobook at the barracks fight at the bottom, he killed it. And he took half of his HP in damage, because you take 600 pure if you kill that Necrobook warrior, right? But with the BKB, you don't take that damage. So just BKB and you just hit it then. And you're fine. You're Gucci. So, I don't know. Just a little awkward like that. And Emphy, I'm sure he has a plan at this point. I'm just not convinced I understand what it is, right? Honestly, I wouldn't have gone for the Necrobooks here. I would have just gone for, like, Aghanim's Orchid. I know you're not quad specs, who cares? Just, Alacrity still deals damage. Right? I don't know. Whatever. We'll see how that plays out for them. Pipe, by the way, on the task. So not a Blink Dagger, Pipe, that's interesting. 4-staff on the Earth Spirit. Sure, why not? Let's turn a hero that's already like 3-4 stars and turn it. I'll give him another one, or whatever. BKB now done on the Juggernaut, and those are big items. Now BKB on Juggernaut, I know it always looks a bit silly. It's actually very good. Right, this magic immunity is not actual magic immunity. It deals very little damage. At this point, it's just no damage at all, right? And you hit really hard, hopefully. I mean, you're Juggernaut. And he does. He does hit really, really hard, right? He hits every 0.65 seconds for 200 damage with a 35% crit chance, or 30% crit chance. Like, that's just a lot of damage, man. That just hurts. And, oh, they find Yol, they find Sedoi. He activates the BKB and the ultimate. That's a big ultimate. All of the jumps connect. Okay, that's really unfortunate. Okay, well, Dusk comes in. He goes in on Nemphy. Nemphy turning this around. Whisper is also still looking fine. We have the Fiend Script on Sedoi. He gets trapped up right after the Oracle ultimate. That's kind of a little bit awkward. BC still trying to fight it out. He gets Nemphy. That's one down. And we have Sedoi still charging in. They're gonna cancel it? No, they're not gonna cancel it. Okay, Sedoi is just gonna have to tank the rocket, but BCC still secures another kill, and that's a triple kill actually for the OD. Holy damn! Oh god, OD is getting nasty. Remember when I said this hero isn't necessarily in the same category of farm as the others? Well, at this point he certainly is, and he's getting strong. Well, at least they get the bottom barracks. Mid, of course, is still looking fine, but I mean, that's a bit of a remedy for Stark, but I mean, they're always coming, like, they're trying to come back into the lead, right? But at this point, okay, look, 7 grand, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not, right? And this is really quite even. Roshan is going to be challenged right here, and no, Roshan will actually just get killed. There's no defense, there's no reaction from Stark. There's not much they can do, honestly. That's an Aegis on OD. Who can, by the way, afford a sheepstick now. So we actually have BCC going for much more of an older style of OD. Not the attack speed based ODs that we are used to these days. I really do prefer the attack speed based ones. Look, this is not bad. This is just too ultimate based when you don't really need to be. Right, you can't just deal right-click damage and then cast an ultimate anyway, but I suppose that's fine, right? Like, Hex is still a really solid item. You can't go wrong with that. And in the end, if you look at his item set, it's mostly just to enable him to attack things, right? The BKB is pretty obvious, but then the Hex, you just turn somebody into a sheep, they can't really run away. And the Rod of Aethys, of course, slows people down so much that you also can't really run away. And then he will be able to actually connect with some hits. His ultimate is going to hurt a lot. This OD is looking quite powerful. Quite powerful indeed. So that's Skadi. That's a Skadi, isn't it? On a gyro. Are you sure you deal enough damage? Alright, whatever you say, mate. Whatever you say, mate. Ghost Stick has his Blink Dagger now. Oh god, Trixie, he wants to die. And ultimate? No, I didn't want to use it on the Lotus Orb. How does that actually work? I'm not really sure. Boogie taking quite a bit of damage here. The Sunstrike is gonna connect with the Tusk and the Juggernaut, who activates his BKB. I guess that's a small victory for Stark. Mid tower, however, is getting sieged. Bottom is still pushed in, but who cares? Actually, okay, they're gonna send the Tusk back at least, but mid tower goes down. With the Sand King dead, I don't really think Stark can fight. Yeah, look at that. They don't even care about the Gyrocopter ultimate. And they find Valix. One more attack should do it. Or that. There we go, with the nuke coming out. The Etherlands enabling the Oracle. In the meantime, the backdoor, however. Shadow Shaman comes in and he gets the barracks. Well, it's alright, I guess. And look at that. Also have the Necrobox pushing at the top. Nymphy caught out by OD. He's gonna fall. Yeah. Not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. But they did get the ranged barracks. I mean, that's a good start, right? Just that the Juggernaut is starting to get a little out of hand. This guy's really farmed. Please get a butterfly. I would really like to see a butterfly. Basher is fine too. Skadi is fine too. But anything other than those 3 items is not okay. You do not have my permission to buy anything other than those 3 items. Thank you. Wonder what OD is going for next. I just hope it's some attack speed, right? He's gonna sell this. Pick up a shard. Hyperstone? No, he just gets more TPs, alright. Picks him off the ground. Interesting. Oracle, by the way, with the Etherlands. Etherlands on Oracle is kind of silly. Look at the cast range on this stuff now. Look at that! That's huge. That was huge, man. That was enormous. He has long cast ranges with the Etherlands. Sand King, by the way, has a Lotus Orb instead of an Aghanim's. I don't know, I guess, like, the thing about Aghanim's, I really think the idea of it is super cute. But it's one of those things where it doesn't really do anything. I mean, let's be honest. Right, does it? I mean, you already have, like, a huge range on a Burst Strike. Do you really need more? Not necessarily, right? And you can't drop Blink anyway. So I guess it's kind of awkward like that. I actually am kind of surprised by this, though. Oh, shit. Doesn't really leave much space for, like, a new item. Actually, the courier goes down. Well, that's a nice pick-off, and, well, Yol is slowly working on his Aghanims. Aghanims on Earth Spirit is, of course, very important. It's such a good item. You just put somebody into a stone and toss them around like crazy. You can pull out allies during the fight. Sedoy actually finds Trixie. Do they have detection? No. What is... Wait, how does this work? Oh, look at that! He has a snowball now! He comes back in. He's trying to prevent the blink. He does actually get the prevention. The spin is gonna cancel Trixie out of it. The stun, but no, that's a kill, man. That's a kill. And Blink Dagger on the Juggernaut. I like Blink Dagger on Juggernaut. It's very good. Very good. It's a very powerful mobility item. If you need it, feel free. Actually, that's an item I forgot to mention earlier. That's also alright. Boogie playing with fire. Seems he wants to backdoor again. I don't think they know he's here. No, they didn't see him. That's an interesting spot. They have no idea he's here. So what he's kind of waiting to do is waiting for them to push. Right? Waiting for the creeps to go onto the base to disable the backdoor protection. He's gonna put down the Serpent Wall again and start working on the melee racks. It's just, I'm not sure if that's gonna work twice. right? Because the first time, first of all, the barracks is easier to kill if it's ranged. But also, Tornado.ROX didn't really see it coming. And you could tell, right? So, it's an interesting idea. And he does have Aghanim's, of course, but he might be better off just farming up a refresher or something. Whatever. Sure, why not? No, but that seems to be kind of their strategy now. They're definitely afraid. And I mean, after losing this much of an advantage, who wouldn't be? Can you really blame him? Look at that. It's like a mountain, man. Ping out. Oh, do they know? They know! How do they know?
Anyway, how many is that now? How about that?
Did that spot him? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to go back. Okay. I just want to know. Yeah, that spots him out. Aw, poor Boogie. He had no idea. He felt so safe.
I think I lost count. How about that?
He felt so safe. Poor Boogie. Alright, there goes the Shadow Shaman. Yeah, again, that's a bit silly right there. Just a tiny little bit silly. And now a Blink Dagger. This time on the OD. Okay. I mean, that's alright, I guess. You know. Sure. Why not? Don't really see a problem with it. Don't really see a problem with it. I feel like at this point you should get rid of the World of Atos. God damn it, just buy some attack speed, man. That's all I want from it.
You know the drill.
Just get some attack speed. That hero needs to attack quickly, and he doesn't. Right? Like, if you have attack speed on OD, he just destroys people. Oh, well. Buy Mask of Madness. Come on, you know you want to. Look at that, the double boots. One for each foot. Also, it's of travel. Man, this game has slowed down. I'm sorry, that's why I'm yawning. It's just kind of boring. The diffuser blade on a Juggernaut. I wonder what that's for, actually. I mean, it's a solid item all around, but if you're just looking for the slow, I would rather get a Scardy. Actually, no. What I would get is an Abyssal Blade, but... I mean, what are you purchasing? I actually just don't know. Nah, alright. It's not a bad item, right? It's just a cheap item. So instead of going for that, like... I mean, Abyssal Blade is really good. But sure. I mean, I don't really mind it. I don't really mind it. Scotty, yeah. Look at Boogie yet again. Oh, they find Sedoi. He's turned into stone and pulled up. Yeah, Aghanim's is done on Earth Spirit. That's, I think, the first time they saw that. And look at Sedoi. He's just okay with this. He doesn't care. He's coming back in. He is coming back in. And TP's out. Going into the bottom now. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't farm these. Again, they're worth quite a bit of money. I mean, why not? Right? But I suppose he doesn't want to risk it. Not worth the biscuit. Tornado coming out. Nice dodge. He sees it. Blinks forward, actually. He wants an Emphy. That should be a kill. Wow. That was really good. That was really good. I'm really impressed with that play. And well, Roshan is going to be attempted here. And by attempted, I mean taken, because they have no defense for this. Probably going on the OD. He drops the Atos, actually. Yeah, he needs TPs. He probably needs to get TP boots as well. There's a cheese on the ground. Okay, we give it to the Earth Spirit. I mean, TP boots would be an option, but then his attack speed is even lower. No, it's kind of tricky. Yeah, both teams are just farming up now. This has really calmed down a lot. And I guess that just kind of comes down to, you know, being scared. Right? If you push for half an hour and you just keep dying, kind of, then you are not that tempted to continue pushing. Actually, we got a Hex, but no. God, that hero's so stupid. That hero's so stupid. I mean, he's dead now, but still. Actually, look at that. Zedoi is coming in. Wow! Holy crap! This turned into a big fight quickly. Whisper is so low. ROX just destroyed them with his ultimate. Sand King is down, and most people are actually really low here. They're gonna get Whisper as well. The blink forward from the Juggernaut. Man, I thought this was just gonna be like a quick pickoff, but no, not at all. They dropped two of them and two important heroes. Didn't even have the Juggernaut ultimate ready, so that's still good to go. Okay, they need to wait for some creeps right now, though. The buyback from the Sand King. There's probably gonna have to be a buyback from the Gyrocopter, too. Nah, actually, with the Tusk in the top lane. TP in from Nymphy. And they go for Ghosting. But Boogie is dead. Ooh. Poor little Boogie. Nymphy goes in with... Wait, you can't do that! Wait a second. You can't do that? Oh my god, that hero's so broken. Fuck that hero. Yeah. Look at these supports, they're keeping each other going. I mean, they're definitely going too far here. Now both of them will die. Also, Trixie should have just repelled that with the Lotus Orb. Actually, the fact that he dodged him, killed the Bane. That's kind of funny. If he had just not gone invisible, that projectile would have connected and bounced back to the Oracle. Oh well. I don't know. I always think it's funny when things like that happen. TP into the mid, he also has TP boots now, and they find Whisper. I think he's dead. Yup, he's definitely dead. I mean, buyback is available, but you still want to avoid stuff like this. BCC is gonna be forced to walk away, but he just traps up the Juggernaut, and he's gonna pop out, but he's gonna be fine. To blink away. BCC blinks into the... Really? Come on now. Seriously? Seriously. I mean, at least attack him. Come on. Well, he is dead. Cool. Nice. Wait, can you dodge the death with that? No. Okay, he's dead. Zedoi gonna die right there. The blink out from BCC. They may actually want to go for this. I mean, they do have the ultimate again. But no. Just gonna walk away. You know what? We're happy with this, right? We don't need more. We don't need more. This is good. We are happy. Let's just leave. Right? Let's just leave. Just give up on this. There's no point. Sure. Alright, seems fine. Let's just go back to farming. And finally, thank God. Just buy a moonshot, man. I know you don't want to waste buyback money. Right? Like you need the buyback. Okay, you know what? I get it. But please, as soon as you can, just buy a moonshot. Not even an AC. Just get moonshot. Oh man, Nymphy is actually dropping. He activates the BKB. Lotus Orb is also on him. Trixie is now going to be the one to be caught instead. Taking a lot of damage here. And actually the fight is still going. The meatball is coming in from the backlines. Nymphy is back in this. BCC, he's going to be healed up by RCQ. He's still alive. He's still alive. He blinks forward. He's not afraid. He wants Nymphy. He's going to get Nymphy. The snowball going in on Trixie. The ultimate deals a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. The stone going to keep the OD alive for a little while longer. And that's 4 heroes down. The buyback from the Invoker, he TP's back in and is trying to backdoor, but that's just not gonna happen. That's just not going to happen. Just feeds them some more money. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, and I think at this point it's safe to say that TRN.ROX is quite a bit ahead. Ooh, man, that's one hell of a comeback. Oh, wow. Ooh, that's... that's a problem. That's a big... Ooh. Well, so I think at this point Stark is kind of in a little bit of trouble. I mean, it's mostly just the Juggernaut on the OD being crazy, right? And Juggernaut at this point is like 7 slaughtered. He actually is. I mean, look at this guy.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand. Radiant's down and
Well.
fortified their structures. Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Well, we have a jump in. Boogie taking a lot of damage already. Moonshot, thank God. There we go, finally. I mean, you gotta get some attack speed on that hero, right? It's just like, come on, man. That's all I want.
Mid tower's in trouble.
Alright. Barracks is gonna be falling right now.
Mid rag's taking some punch.
They just don't have any way to fight into this. They don't have buybacks either. Nemfi puts out the tornado, but that's all it is. Right, like, he puts out the tornado and that's the end of that. It just doesn't do anything else. And they fall back. They only have to do this once more, get the top barracks. Actually, wait, no, they didn't get bought. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought they had bought for some reason, but no, it's actually the other side that has bottom. So they need to do this twice more, and it's just gonna go bottom now. They have the creeps coming. And wait, are they backdooring again? Really, Stark? Alright, alright, alright. I mean, I see where they're coming from. Still kind of a dick move, let's be honest, but no, I totally understand where they're coming from. But Tornado's not having it. They are not having it at all. They'll prevent, like, they'll come back anytime that happens. And actually, oh my god, they pushed the Gyrocopter forward so much. The Omni Slash coming out, dealing a lot of damage. Whisper is dead. He gets popped by the OD. Trixie now might be next in line. They missed the stun on him, but it's just not enough. The TP back from the Juggernaut. And Boogie is trying to backdoor. He's also gonna die. Sadly, we waste the purge on ourselves, which is kind of unfortunate. Boogie not gonna be jumped by Yol. And look at that. Sidoi is just defending. He's just defending. And that's a smart play. Right, like this is alright. You can't just keep going like this. They're not gonna get anything done, and you're just getting further and further ahead. He drops the Ancient Yasha, picks up a butterfly instead, apparently. I'm actually not sure how much I like that. Nah, I guess it's alright. I don't like Ancient Yasha. Good. But, hey. I guess a butterfly is really good as well. Can't really go wrong with that, right? And the push is coming. Through the mid again. Yeah, they got the TPs.
Radiant's bottom tower's
Gonna rotate into the bottom. Through the mid. Sure, why not? Gyrocopter's still dead, no buyback. Tanking is also dead, no buyback. They can definitely get these racks, no problem.
Radiant's bottom rag.
And out we go. Now Nymphy tries to fight, but I mean, they don't even need to respect him at this point. Cold Snipe comes out and just does nothing. Sunstrike even used. I mean, I get what you're trying to do, but this is just not working. Shiva's Guard activated by BCC, and Nymphy is dead. He falls. Whisper gonna be sliced and dies by the Juggernaut. Torn to pieces. Trixie's ultimate is cancelled. But they Fiend script the Juggernaut, and BCC doesn't have his ultimate ready, so at least that is still going in Stark's favor, but they don't get anything. They don't get a single kill. They know it's GG. They can't defend this. The Shrine, or the Ancient would just die. And that's that! Stark takes it over TRN.ROX, and I hope you all enjoyed that video. Yo. Anyway, hope to see you tomorrow. And, goodbye, I guess. I don't know. Goodbye, goodbye. Let's take a look at the end screen. Enough. Bye.